Hello, Dragons. Mr. Perico here. Hope you're having fun surfing through the Creative Crew videos. Today, I'm going to walk you through some steps to make your own envelope. I thought of recycled envelopes because I'm going to be using materials that may be around your house, magazines, pictures from magazines, old calendars. Let's see, I have a couple of templates here. You can get these off of the internet. What we're going to do today is I'm going to trace one for you so you can see the shape of it. There are two different shapes that you'll see on the internet. Actually, probably more, but the two that I've chosen are a big, long envelope. So if you fold it up, if I fold it up here, and then these sides in, and you close that flap, and there's your front. To my mom. So that's one of the envelopes. The other one looks like this. It's a little smaller. You have your flaps that you'll see. They go in. You're going to glue those. Speaking of glue, some items you're going to need: a pair of scissors, glue, just regular old glue. A glue stick will work, and some materials. Some magazine. I'm going to make an envelope out of this one probably later though. I have one cut out already, and I'm going to trace on the board here, and then I'll show you how to trace another one so you can see the whole process happen. All right. I've been really enjoying a lot of these Creative Crew videos, especially the walk with Miss Mesenzia was awesome. Mr. Sinacropi's sevens. Actually, I learned to do sevens at summer camp as well. So we'll have to have a big sevens party when we can all get back together. It sounds really powerful when you have a lot of people doing it all at once. Pretty cool. Might even been Mr. Sinacropi that taught me that at summer camp. Let me erase this real quick. All right. So to trace your, well, let me do this first. I'll trace this on here so you can see that. Now you would do this normally if you can get one off the internet. You can do it on cardboard so you can reuse it. Another way of reusing resources. And then you would trace it, which I'll show you in a moment, on the back of whatever you want to make your envelope out of. All right. I'm just going to do kind of a rough trace here. You can make any shapes you want up here. It's important, these flaps right here. You want those flaps right there on the side. Then your bottom flap. It's not a very good tracing job. There you go. So friends, that's generally what it looks like for an envelope. You saw the blue one earlier. It's more of a big diamond shape. So you could draw this on a piece of paper as well, and then cut it out and then use that to trace on, which I'm going to show you now. It's actually what I did with this one. So the important thing when you're tracing is to make sure that you are tracing on the back, because what you're going to send to your friends or family, you don't want marks on the front. So you're going to turn it around. You see, this is an old calendar. Turn it around. Normally, I would do this on the flat surface, but I have a little clip there. I'll lay that across there. And for this, I'm going to use a pencil, a pen. I have a little marker pen. With as much patience and detail as you can, because it'll make it easier to cut, to cut your line out. I hope everybody is well. Eating your vegetables, eating your fruit. Now, if I wanted to use this template, I could use this as an envelope. What I would do, and I'll show you the steps in a moment, is you fold your flap, your side flaps in, your bottom flap up. Okay? Now you would use your glue to glue those flaps on the sides, and then you can press it together and hold it for, a quick minute or two. That should be enough. And then here's your top. Your top flap comes down, you put your beautiful message in there, your letter, fold it down, you can glue it closed, write your address on the front. Okay. So now we have our template traced onto the back of our calendar. So when we cut it off, this will be on the front. This will be on the front. All right. Go ahead and cut that out. I just heard the news tonight that there's supposed to be some snow tomorrow. And I thought to myself, well, it's about time. It is winter time here in Rochester. We're supposed to have some snow. I still have some things in my garden that are trying to grow, like kale, some leafy greens, things like that. If I mulch the ground and try to keep them safe, maybe cover them. It's really, really cold. Because we haven't had any snow, I'm actually able to still harvest greens, kale, a little bit of Swiss chard, collard greens. They're all part of that brassica family, part of the same family, which is part of the cabbage family as well. Brassicas are. And they can grow when it's cool outside. They're pretty good. As long as it's not freezing constantly. The frost and the freezing weather will surely kill them. So I've cut that out. It's a nice tree. Some of you may remember my calendar in my room way back when we were in school together. The next step here is to fold these flaps in, okay? So we want to fold this flap in, fold this flap in, right? Turn that around. Then you're going to fold the bottom up. Try to be precise with that, because if I fold the bottom crooked, my envelope will be crooked. So if you want a crooked envelope, you have that right. All right. The top was just a flap. So I'm going to fold that down just to make a crease now. All right. And there's our little envelope. I need to open it back up. And if you guess that I need to glue, you're right. So what I'm going to glue is that flap that I folded in. I'm going to glue right on the picture there. Okay. Do one side, and I will do the other side, and I'll show you in a second here. I love purple. This is purple blue. Perfect for me. Fold those in. So I glued both sides here. Both sides. Fold that bottom up. Give it a nice firm pinch. I like to lay my thumbs across it like that, so I know all of the contact is being made. I hold it for a few moments, and then I go back and check. I'm going to open the inside up a little bit so I can put my letter inside right there. Okay. And my flap down. Now for labeling this cool envelope, I probably went right over the top of it. It depends, I might. But you can also just take a piece of paper and tape a piece of paper with your address that you're sending your letter to right on the front there. Okay. So there it is. I'll leave that open there so you can, maybe some folks are looking closely at that and trying to draw that out. Again, you can look it up on the internet, or you can make your own envelope, that own shape there. You can recreate that however you want. I'll put this diamond one up again. It's kind of a big diamond shape one. You see the little indents here. So that's where your sides come in, bottom comes up, and that's where you would glue right along the inside of those flaps there. All right. And here's your top. Perfect. Well, I hope that all made sense to you, and I hope you are having fun with all of these Creative Crew videos. I mean, it really is incredible. And it is a lot of fun to just start going through them. It's quite addicting too. See if there's anything else. I hope you're well. Another shout out to Recycled Art. It's kind of dear to my heart. One thing that I like to do for gifts, and I only have a couple around because I give them as gifts, is stained glass art. Now, it's not stained glass. It's actually wax paper with crayons, crayon shavings in the inside. So I take crayons and I use a little pencil sharpener and I get little thin crayon shavings. I put them between the wax paper and then I put a towel over the top and I iron it. I'm very careful to iron it gently so it doesn't burn it, but it melts the crayons. And then you hang this in your window and the light comes shining through. I don't know if I can. It's pretty cool. So this is fun to do. Also, I learned a new one last April, I believe it was, from Miss then Lindstrom, now Miss Marchand, are these cubes. Super fun to do. You can do different sizes. You can use different paper to make them. So I encourage you to look these up as well. I know that she recorded a lesson on those. Tons and tons of fun. All right, friends, thank you for watching, and I hope you are well. Wash your hands, stay safe, and don't forget to keep growing your brains. Be well, everyone. I can't wait to see you again.